Hey everybody, Asher here. We're going to take a bit of a dive into For the King 2, the sequel to a very fun party-based, tile-based sort of hack-slash Dungeons & Dragons adventure here. This game is a sort of story follow-up to the original here that takes the same formula and makes it prettier, makes it better. It is a game that I have enjoyed and played in the past, some with my kids and some just on my own, but I never actually beat it, so I'm not going to go into master difficulty here. Maybe we go apprentice is probably a little bit too simple here. We'll just go on the journeyman here. We get various things. There's actually, if we just go back into the menu here for a second, there are a lot of unlocks here. We do have our basic classes. The music kind of cuts out in this screen and I'm not exactly sure why, but we have all kinds of things that if you get lore books, you get to get a few more of these things to unlock, and some of them are not available until we go through the actual quest and everything. So our goal here is to go through the quest. We can see the presentation is not nearly as blocky as last time, but that's enough. That's enough click-a-doodling. Let's go ahead and click on the resistance to get it started here. I cannot believe I said it that way. It's probably going to make somebody very upset. So amidst Queen Rosamund's tyrannical reign, what a fun world we live in, whispers grow louder, speaking of a rising movement called the Resistance. The new rebellion dares to challenge Queen Rosamund's rule and strive for a brighter future. Adventure challenges are question mark, and rush the clock to complete the adventure in 50 rounds or less. I don't know if we're going to be able to do that, but we are sure going to try. And I think I just clicked the wrong thing. I don't know. Begin adventure? I don't know why that happened. Anyway, we have our party here. There are a variety of options here between blacksmith, scholar, which is your mage type class, stable hand, which I don't exactly know too well here. Special abilities, hard work, come with the sword. The straightforward honesty of farm hands is very good. They tend to, they lend their considerable muscle. Herbalist, more like a healer. Hunter, more like a stabby thing. Blacksmith here, I kind of like having sort of I almost want to call it the default Final Fantasy party. So, and that way we have our fighter, other damage dealer, black mage, white mage. That seems all right. So let's go ahead and hit the ready button here. We do have all of our storage available here, and I'm not sure if there's anything specific I need to do to actually load them on or to name our characters if we can name them. I know one of the big draws for the original For the King was being able to, what's the word I'm looking for? Actually, same screen co-op here. But anyway, we have 2 decades ago following Queen Brunner's demise. Queen Rosamund emerged as a symbol of hope on uniting the realms and inspiring a triumphant uprising against the forces of chaos commanded by the sorcerer Vexor. That's the last game. The victory brought peace to Ferrule. Today, she has succumbed to madness, ruling with an iron fist and instilling fear among her subjects. The citizens, burdened by her tyrannical reign, whispered of a movement known as the Resistance. This growing rebellion aims to challenge Queen Rosamund's oppressive rule and bring about a brighter future for Ferrule. And here we are in Ashhaven, and kind of familiar look if you've played For the King 1. We haven't seen adventures in these parts for a spell. Hard to believe it's been 20 years since the Chaos Wars. Well, I almost missed that little scoundrel Vexor. He is right delight next to what we're dealing with these days. Heavens me. It'd be a wee bit of thunder and lightning any time over this. Yes, I would. And I did turn down the volume, but I think I need to turn down the volume even more. Yeah, that's right in my ear. Okay, so in case you haven't heard it, not all is well in Ferrule. The good Queen Rosamund has lost her bleeding mind. Now simple folk live in terror. We do. What happened to our once lovely queen? I don't know, but look, if you want to help, meet me in Pran and I'll tell you all I know. Won't take long, I wager, so we can get to Pran and talk to the tavern keeper. Keep your peepers on the timer up above. If time runs out, we are done for, so everybody has their turn. There's always a dice roll to see how we do things here. We do have a young witch here that we can actually get in a fight with. So if we look at the timer up around here somewhere, I can just end the turn anytime I want to. Or we have a variety of movement spaces here. If we look in the town, we have market here available, and there's a little bit of slow load into some of these menus. This is full release, this isn't early access, but we don't have any money to buy anything, so that's a It's a bit of a trouble here. Services available. We have in meditation healer and a priest. We have a quest board too. A rabid boner is ravaged. Ew. Boner. I forgot that's what they call these things. The farms and destroying the crops in autumn forest. Now, I don't know if there's a certain number of bounties I'm allowed to take. We can deliver this love letter to the Sanctum Focus or deliver this leather pouch to a stone hero in the autumn forest. Well, let's take a quest here and see if we can accept that. So, this bone friend is up there. Kill the boner. Hashtag phrasing. And yep, it's only one quest at a time, so that hasn't changed. Alright. Now, if I move here, we can engage in combat. Do we actually get to have everybody in our party here? It looks like we do. We get a goblin scrapper, and sort of as per usual, we get everybody kind of in the same locale to make it work. So we can just straight up fight. We can try to ambush. We picked the wrong party member to try to ambush or sneak, so we're just gonna straight up fight it. Traveling to a new area. Tinder pouches do this. So here is your combat. Looks like we have our tiles of front row, back row. Our blacksmith is already marked for death. We have some scrappers and we have some snipers. Huh. And we have our little timed action bar up here, so everybody's getting hunters marked right now. It's time for our hunter. We can shoot, we can pierce, move, flee, or skip a turn. I guess the question is, who do I want to shoot? I wouldn't mind taking on the Hobgoblin Marauder here, but I feel like shooting the sniper is going to be better here. We did get... we did not completely pass our check, so that's too bad. And already our herbalist is having a bad day. Alright, well, let's go for... We can do blast or area blast. We don't really need to do area blast, we can just regular blast. Wow, bad RNG to start out with. The Goblin Scrapper is feeling very scrappy today. Our herbalist here, we can use a magic ray, we can cure somebody. I don't know if we're quite in the market for curing people yet. I hate. And of course, she gets the massive overkill. Good job, friend. And I can go for the stun here. It's a 78% chance for the bash. Looks like it's a... Well, there we go. Of course you have one life left, but it looks like you have a little swirly over your head, so that's fine. Everybody really does not like this herbalist. Alright. So we are back to Hunty Hunterson's turn. Say hi to Hunty. Okay, finally someone else taking some damage here. I think I will have the herbalist try to cure here. We could blast area right here. Of course we're going to get a big shot. They do have that shield, so that should be physical damage here. Can you cure yourself? Can I actually rotate this? I don't know if I can for sure. I really hope that worked. Okie doke. I actually have no idea what that did, so that's great. New game. That new game smell. I tried to watch some preview content to kind of get my head around what's going on in this game a little bit, and to be honest, so much of it's kind of dated, and that's not a bad thing. It's just that it's actually hard to... Okay, please kill him. Thank you. It's hard to find new information for a game that's not out yet. That shouldn't be that surprising. But yeah, these guys are kind of whooping our butts a little bit. But it's the first fight. How many roguelikes have you played where the game and the first fight is really doing a thing here? So I'd love to know what this ability actually does. We have Cure. We'll look that up later. We're just going to go for the damage. Our herbalist clearly doing good things here. So we got 19 monies. Amongst the fallen, you find that. I guess we'll have everybody share. We found a stabby, poke or cleave. I guess technically it uses intelligence. Huh. Interesting. Or it uses eyeball, whatever that is. We'll take that. Alright. Using eyeball. Alright, so the loadings between screens are a little troublesome. And for some reason, we did not get the young witch engaged here. Let's take a quick look at our unit here. And I gotta remember what the keys are for this. Or if we can only look at this right now. There's a backpack button. Alright. So this is our alertness perception for our pink hunter here. And right now he has a simple bow. So that means we probably do need to move him up here. Is there a way we can set the formation? Because that would be pretty damn nice. Okay. But fortunately we can actually select these things. Herbalist here. If this little herbalist goes to the market, she don't have enough money yet, so. And not even enough money for that. If we move down here. Oh, that's not what I meant to do at all. Alright. Sorry, it's a little bit of rust here. If we intern for the warrior, does that intern for everybody, or do we get to go to the hunter? We get to go to the hunter. So that's how it's going to be. Okay. And if we try to go into combat here, it looks like we still get all of our friends here. I always get worried sometimes about moving along here. We got the 22% failure rate for the ambush. Hopefully we don't lose our herbalist right away. It's just one witch. How bad can it be? Pretty bad, probably. Alright, so she gets to ambush us. That's fun. Okay, do we poke or do we cleave? Who pokes a witch anyway? Apparently not our hunter friend. Alright. Who blasts a witch anyway? Apparently our scholar does. I'm sure I could have clicked on their name and actually changed the name, but this is fine. Okay. Our herbalist just hanging out in the back, having a good day. Alright. So witches are probably not feeling very good about getting hit with a hammer. That's usually how these RPGs work. Alright, so a little bit of money. Everybody gets some money. Hooray, communism. No items. That's annoying. Alright, so there's no more movement for you. We do see another goblin sniper. We do need to get to Pram up here. How long do I have to get to Pram? I guess we'll figure that out in a little bit. Our scholar gets some points here. We do have a happy little house that we can get to. I kind of want to get into position to get to this bony bro, but the problem is that bone bro is up on a hill. So we're gonna kind of reveal some space up here. Ah, what do we have here? Discover multiple alluring pools can instantly travel between them. Hooray! Fast travel. Alright. I definitely want to get more herbs. Since we still need to figure out what exactly this cure nonsense means on the walking stick. Single target friendly cure. Let's see if we got an encyclopedia here. So when we say cure, does that cure status ailments, or does that... Nah. Alright, well. Guess we will keep trying. You need to eat, though. Alright. So close this out. Go visit our happy little house up here. Nothing doing. have no other alluring pool. So we still need to get up to Pran, as it were. Now, the way this game works a bit is that we do go from the daylight cycle to the night cycle. And at night is when things get a little dicey. So I think what might be best is we go ahead and we have you stay here, you get a little bit of health back. And we would really want to get our, like, team closer here. Like, hopefully that's close enough. Okay, Scholar Friend. We don't get to fight. Alright. So we gotta get our friends up here, and that's okay. Notice that this guy's level 1, the other ones are level 0, so we could totally take this on a little bit differently, but it's okay. What would be nice is to be really efficient. And, go get another quest over here. We have a questioning the question mark over there and over there. So like I said, it looks better. We can zoom in and zoom out. I mean, you could do that in the other game before, but I remember these clouds really screwed with my old computer setup processor and all that. Oh, damn. Wrong. That was quite the misclick. I don't know if there's an undo button either. Is there? Probably not. Alright. So I just wanted to see what Hunty Hunterson has here. We should all be here. Okay, so we can ambush. We could sneak. Hooray! We ambushed a skeleton. Who knew that would be a thing? Now, as far as I know, stabbing a skeleton with a stick, pierce damage probably is not very good versus a skeleton. We can't actually flee this fight. That's good to know, but apparently our stabby friend got a critical hit here. You scuffed the bones a little bit. Could have done a little more with that, Irby. Hopefully it all works out. We still, it's a pretty good advantage here. Now we should hopefully get an advantage here. I kind of want to try to stun, but I'd rather just go for damage. If we're doing the Final Fantasy thing, I'm thinking back to the old Final Fantasy 1. Sometimes it is just a damage race. He's going to do a big AoE attack, isn't he? Yep. Okay, cool. Hunty Hunterson can take that. I mean, maybe not for the rest of his life, but he can take it for now. We hit this thing hard enough and we won't have to worry about... We can afford going to the inn. But here's our boner. It may actually defeat us because it's a level 1 enemy. Let's go... I could go for the crowd control here. Probably not good. You know, it's great because we actually have these little markers down here that say things like, it's immune to stun. So probably could have paid attention to that. If we look up here, can we see some more details about this guy? I'd love to. So immune to daze, immune to stun or daze, immune to poison, immune to bleeding. Alright. Should have read the damn manual. Hopefully we don't get screwed because that little bit of damage actually would have really helped me out here. Okay. Just need to not fail this. And then everyone can take a nap until this whole thing blows over, right? Good way to end it. Alright, so amongst the fallen you find even more money, which we shall share. Did we really get no treasure for that? Oh, that's not my dog barking in the background. Nope, he's asleep. Okay, so we got 40 more money. That's a good start. Alright, so we have a nibbler seedling. That's very exciting. Now we know we want to go west here and get to Pran Kinda as soon as we can. Okay, so we don't have a quest board right now. Services. That costs 6 to end our turn. I don't know about spending all that for you. Interesting. Okay, well. I guess my first question is there anything like we definitely want to buy here? I'm thinking back to like the Bard in the first game, which would have there's almost always like weapons or stuff you could buy, but we could buy mercenaries, I guess. I think we need a party slot for that though. All right, we'll just end turn here. Hopefully finishing turn in town. We have the enemies encroaching upon us, which is kind of cute and kind of makes me want to fight it. Let's get you over here. We have a goblin fortress. We have a tavern that we cannot inspect because it's locked down. Yeah, we're gonna try to meander our way over to Pran. Okay, blacksmith getting our extra movement on. So let's visit the question mark here. And we found a timber wolf that we can take on with 3 of our party members. Let's retreat there. And that's part of the fun of meandering into the wrong side of the woods here. Oh, look, we got a bonus movement, so that's nice. Okay, now all of our friends are here. Probably should have used you to buy healing items, but it's fine. Nothing could possibly go wrong when our hunter's at 9 health. Okay. Poke it. Bop it. Blast it. Twist it. Alright. You also only have money, and we got a rare nettle to grant one additional primary action. We'll give that to the mage. Alright. Field of Herbs. Well, we got one of the right people to do this. Alright. Take that. Okay, so we can't actually go there yet. And it looks like we're going to have to work our way kind of through the middle path here to get the prans, so that's what we're going to do. And as you can see, the enemies continue to encroach. This is where the fast travel can get really nice here in a little while. And we're going to get to nighttime soon, so the enemies are going to be a real bother. Alright. Almost want to set up camp. That feels really early to do. Does everybody have camping equipment, or do we just have one camping equipment? No, everybody has it, so we can do this pretty liberally. Okay. Cool. Okay. So we may just need a turn to regroup here. And I know it takes its toll over time, but that's a tender pouch. So let's rest here. We found a scroll. We got some rain. Okay, when it says 8 turns, is that each of these turns? I guess we're going to find out. Alright. Okay, I was about to say, please be able to actually move here. And look, one of the enemies actually disappeared. Alright, so good camp. We got a visit up here. Praise the sleeping gods! There you are. Took you long enough. Are you sneaking around? All the sneaking around having tough on our under orders of Queen Rosamund. The Queen's Guard have been arresting any who run afoul of her. Most aren't seen again. So now we need to go all the way across the map. A young lass by the name of Grizel has been captured and is being held at the guardhouse. She's a good girl. Has become something adhered to the resistance. The poor thing is scheduled for execution. If we stand a chance of stopping tyranny, we must free her. We need to raid the guardhouse. Our best bet is to cause a ruckus in town, forcing the Queen's Guard to react. They'll be running around and leave the guardhouse unguarded. So, an old-fashioned brawl at a local tavern always sets those guards' attention, so we gotta go back down there. Oh, and I happen to know the guards are expecting a supply ship intended in pier today. They'd be mad if the ship was in flames. So we got a lot of movement around here. So welcome to Pran. Brought to you by Pran. So we can buy experience. We can buy a hand axe. Some of these things aren't the worst. Probably do need to be focusing on getting armor. Of course, you have 7 money, so that ain't it. So what we're going to need to really focus on here is like quest board. So we have Boner here, a rabid green jelly. Could get a rare black cat, which I love that black cats give 20 luck. Our rabid green jelly is ravaging the farms and fields and destroying the crops. You can get a silver greatsword. That looks like fun. Would have been nice to take the farmer. Can I, how do I feel like I should know how to inspect my other party members here, but like, I like that. I don't like that that's only 1 check. So we'll accept this one. And that's kind of, sort of on the way, maybe. So kill the green jelly and return to Autumn Forest. Alright. So we've got a hag here. And it's just going to be these 3. Funny how managing 4 party members can be a bit of a pain in the butt. But it's okay. Poke the hag. Phrasing, but we're gonna do it anyway. She's got magic shield here, and she's gonna cast a magic hag spell. Whatever that was. Alright. You know, let's test this again. Cure. Do we actually heal you here? So it's 36. We have little pluses around there. So that looks like that's cure for status ailment. Someone can correct me in the comments for sure. We could cleave for, that's an AoE attack, so we'll want that later. Alright, so Stabbington to the face. Alright, Purify Scroll. We'll keep that on the Irby. Everyone's supposed to have kind of a limited inventory here. Traveling to a new area. Okay, I was about to say I didn't just have a cat try to jump on my chair. That would be ridiculous. So that is a level 1 green jelly that has some kind of fortification. I have 10 rounds to get that. I do kind of have an unlimited time, maybe. to go up or down here, so I wouldn't hate. Like if we backpack and spec the herbalist here. No trait, herbalist, follower, sanctum. Alright, I think one of the system changes here a little bit is that I'm not paying attention to where the damn experience bar is. It's on the bottom of the screen. Okay, so we're probably... Let's go for gearing up first. Except the question is, how do we get up there? Looks like we can't go that way, can't go that way. Well, especially because it's the herbalist turn, right? Okay. So that means to get where we're going, we've got a long way. Maybe we do the brawl and we try to get that on the back end here. We'll take some fights along the way. That seems fine. Like, I don't know if I can just pass through here. Oh, it looks like I can. Okay. Then we will go for this first. Everybody loves a good fight with a gelatinous cube in these kind of games. Let's just gather the whole party here. So it only has one round left. So that literally is everybody's turn. So once we end turn here, that dissipates and we have Wolfie back in here. Okay. Well, we can evade this wolf by going around this way. That's fine. It's not a wolf, it's a rat! Okay. Unfortunately, we have just enough move points to do this. Alright, fight the cute little rat thing. It makes the cutest pig noise. And it probably spreads disease. Because rat. Do we poke the rat? We try to. Oh! Dodgy. And now we're wet. Which, unlike Dot Age, which I gotta say, Dot Age is still fun. I've run into some interesting bugs with it, but I'll show you how the game's going a little bit later. Yeah, gotta love small developers who give like actual individualized feedback and comments, and will relieve of all use classes. We're gonna give that to the scholar. Seems like the scholar wouldn't want to be, or would be more likely to get cursed. But yeah, I appreciate developers, especially solo devs, who listen and pay attention, and then when I say, oh, I see a bug, they actually are like, oh shit, tell me more. Alright. So, blacksmith, what do you see? I see a jelly with 2 friends. We're just gonna fight. Ambushing to engage would be better. It's not 1 jelly, it's 3. Holy shit, this is way worse than I expected. Well, we're gonna give it a try, and we're gonna work the AoE space a little bit. Okay, that's a plus. Area blast, because we don't actually have any magic points to worry about or speak of as much. Doesn't do as much there. Let's start with the left-hand side. Okay, fortunately you can squelch that gelatinous cube for quite a bit. Yeah, this is where I probably should have raised my level a little bit. That's not awesome. That's a lot of damage. Okay, we probably need our herbalist to hide. So let's, please actually cleave well. Please area blast well. There you go, you grunt at your book more and set him on fire. Okay, and You hammer a cube and it works out. Okay, I think we have this, but it's gonna be and you're actually poisoned too, so let's see if curing works here. Okay. Jesus, you are not very nice. Okay, did we lose the herbalist forever? Solid question here. I think we're gonna go for revenge here, because clearly the game had the right idea about what we were supposed to do to not get ourselves killed. But yeah, taking on a challenge for an epic weapon, maybe not the bestest idea early. Okay, so that's 2 down. 3 down. Like, the best way to have success in this game is not to bite off more than you can chew, and I've clearly done that here. But, like I said, goal here is to just take a little bit of a happy little look at this game, and I'm happy to go and try to learn a little bit more and try to maybe do a little bit more here. So I may do some practice runs and kind of get some stuff. So you know what, if you want to be in a video or at least have your name put in here, assuming I can do that, you know from Star Sector I take requests, but work has definitely some time issues, and but at the same time I've had some time open up because one of my trials had to get rescheduled. But we died, and the queen wins. We went for treasure instead of going for other things, and we all fall down. I had such high hopes for this lot. I did. Hildegard is sad. The adventure failed. We got a little bit of score, not too great. And we got some experience. Least amount of health gained. Yeah. So that's For the King. Also, how to fail For the King. But like I said, I do want to kind of take a little bit of a dive in this. This is a game that I've been eyeing for quite some time, and I'm very surprised. It's like, oh wait, it's coming out when? So the stars have kind of aligned. I will tell you as well, just for future content purposes, that there is War Tales that I want to get back to. There is Star Sector, where I'm probably just going to start a new series or substantially change the rules for the series I'm currently on, because things were getting stagnant. And a new version's come out, and a lot of mods have come out since that point. So I may try to do something a little bit different there, but that's going to be when I can have time to properly do Star Sector, because as y'all have seen the way I do it, I take my dear sweet time. And some people like that and some people don't, and that's great, because I have some serious questions about YouTube as a platform, and I wonder if in the future I need to be doing something other than putting videos on YouTube versus some other option. LOL, what option's available? I don't monetize my stuff, but it's just getting more and more egregious and annoying for how things go. By the way, if you're seeing ads on these videos, it's not from me. Tell me in the comments if you are getting ads, because you're not supposed to be. And then I'm also participating for the first time in a while, actually. I decided to try to work with a new idea I have, and I am doing NaNoWriMo this year, National Novel Writing Month, and I'm going to be doing some dives into what I'm working on. It is definitely something that is different from what I was working on previously, which I've discussed on the channel. But at the same time, it's me writing this, so there's always going to be a certain slant, because I still write what I know and I write who I am, but I just don't want it to be shit. Unlike this run, For the King, good. There's like some weird slowdown on the loading between areas, but I don't know if that's just because I put it on high preset settings or something. But this is the game. This is what it looks like, and I'd be happy to show more of it if y'all are interested. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm gonna see if I can learn this game a little bit more, and we'll do this again in the future. Take care.